HLD. So what? All right.
Sorry, go on.
Okay, so what we think is that just give you a rough guide. All right, from the banks, from some valuation that we've gotten, we feel that this house is probably about 4 mil to 5 mil range, right? From the bank's indication, yeah. Do I have to go through all this? Okay.
Bank's indication, sorry, where's the 4 to 5 mil? The previous slide.
No, the previous slide. Okay, so this one, yeah, this one is from the HIP, our HIP app. We just got the valuation today, the indicated valuation, which is about 4 to 4.5 by the banker. Yeah, Gladville, we haven't gotten anything. The next one from SRX X value, it's 3.69. Of course, 3.69, you can see that the per square foot is about 1,600. But of course, recent transactions, sorry, not recent transactions, but the last few transactions that we can see from here. Can you see my mouse?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, okay. In the last one in 21/7, disappeared again. Okay, so this one at 2,500 square feet. Oh, by the way, Mr. Buyer, what is the size of your land again? Is it 2,200? About 2,200, right? So this is pretty close. So 2,500. Sorry. Okay.
I'm the owner, I'm not the buyer. Okay.
Sorry, owner. Yeah. Kanchong lah. Okay, so this one shows that it's 1,400. Before that, in 21/5, which is 6 years ago, it was selling about 1,600, right? So okay, but we believe we can get, we can pitch higher than this. Okay, so from the SRX value, you see that it's 3.69. So definitely 1,600 and against the last sale price of 1,400 plus. We believe it definitely can go beyond this 1,400. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so banker's valuation. This is what we. Oh, sorry, banker's valuation. Joey is this banker's valuation 4 to 4.5? I'm sorry, I don't know what she got. Okay, anyway, the valuation came in this morning. Okay, so we got about 4 to 4.5, 4 mil to 5 mil range. Yeah. Okay, so this one from SRX Analyzer, we can see that from this orange circle, which is within 500 meters of your place, right? This one in specific, Lorong Pisang Hijau, we look at the orange box here. It is a terrace that was sold, okay, within under 500 meters, and it's already at 2,400 per square foot. Okay, a little bit further out, but under 1.5 km away, Hua Guan Gardens, the blue one, okay, it was sold at 2,200. And it was a terrace, 999 years. So we believe that yours having a nice attribute in a quaint estate like this and just doorstep to Bukit Timah, right? We believe you can do.
I'm looking at a holiday.
Oh, who's talking?
On a holiday.
Oh, okay. So we believe that we can actually get the pricing around this kind of pricing. Just give me a minute, huh? Times 2,400. Okay, so it's anyway. This terrace is a freehold, but we feel based on the valuation and such, right? We think that your unit could possibly fetch around about 4.5 to 5 mil kind of range. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so presentation to the client. But of course, Mr. Buyer, you can see that This one
I'm the
is
owner again. I'm the
sorry,
owner.
Mr. Seller or owner. Okay. But of course, you can see that in May 2021, this historical chart shows that the last price transacted here was at close to 1,300. Yeah, close to 1,300. Okay, close to 1,300. I have something. Okay. Okay, so this one is close to 1,300, but of course, from the valuation that we got from the banker and the SRX, we know that this is definitely not the right price to price at. So we think that it's between 4.5 to about 5 mil. Yeah. Okay. Next one. All right. So this one is based on the sold units in the vicinity, right? The sold units, we have gotten 3 for your for you to see, for you to compare. This one is all 3 are semi-D, so it's similar to your unit here, right? Semi-D, 4 bedroom, and then the next closest is 5 plus 1, right? And okay, so we feel that the prices here, sold at 6 mil for this semi-D, 4 bedroom, 999. Pretty close to your to what you have now, right? Although the land size is 3,001. So for your land size, of 2217 square feet, we feel that okay, so we can actually be pricing about 4.5 to 5, a little bit lesser than 6 mil, because this one is a 3,000 square feet unit, which is 1,000 more than yours. Yeah. Okay, the next one. And okay, next one. Okay, in terms of what is currently selling or current listing in the market, we have picked out 3 examples, semi-Ds as well. And then 5 bedroom, 5 plus 1, 7 plus 1. So 5 bedroom is closest to what you have. I believe this one is a 4-bedder, as what you told me, with 5 bathroom. So this unit here is closest to what you have. It's a 3.5, slightly high. Okay, it's higher point. It's got an attic. So and it's calling at 5.2 mil. Which is very, very close to the bank's indication about between 4.5 to 5 mil. Yeah, so okay, let's go on to the next. Oh, I'm done. Sorry. Okay, there is actually another one. We have a market trend. That one I cannot do. I don't know anybody can help from my team. Maybe Hendra or somebody. There's this one here. Can someone help?
Anyone from the team? You're chatting within your, I can feel the activity within your chat group, which I'm not inside. Are you talking among yourselves? The client is still waiting.
Yeah, someone has to help on this one.
Anyone? No?
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Who's this?
Mike?
Mike, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hi.
Okay, you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
Okay, so I will.
Share screen, you can share screen.
Oh yeah, I'll
Everyone-
stop sharing.
Which one? Thank you, Jermaine.
Can't hear you, Mike.
Oh, can you hear me?
Better now?
Yeah. Jermaine, can you help me to put on your PowerPoint, because I
Oh,
download.
okay. So I have to share again. Yeah, that's
The
one.
first page.
Well,
on
this
the
is-
market experience, the first page. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, seller. Okay, based on your location, it is a good area where it's next to the Bukit Timah Hill, and beside you have the Bukit Timah Plaza. So your based on the transaction, First transaction. Jeremy, can you put on page 2?
Page 2.
Yes. Okay. This is our HLD, the special transaction volume, which you will not be able to find elsewhere in website. Let me show you the total transactions for 2021 quarter 3. All right. There's 24 transactions. And then for 2021 quarter 2, there's 25. And that shows that there's a slowdown in the total transaction in that area in District 21. Okay, for your type is semi-detached. So in quarter 3, however, there's an increase in transaction. So buyers are coming in. So we have more confidence that we can achieve a higher PSF for you based on this data. All right. If you can go to page 3 for me. Yeah, thanks. Okay, for this page, I can show to you, Mr. Seller, the Jurong Kechil area. The price has actually slowly increasing. Okay, same as the other areas as well in Toi. You can see that there's more transaction compared with this quarter 2 of 2021. Okay, and below is okay. I will the freehold. More people are buying freehold properties in this area. So of course we will be able to get a higher price based on this demand. And yes, how you feel after looking at this chart? What kind of pricing you think you want to price your property now, the seller?
Okay, that's all you're presenting, right? Okay, in the essence of time, let me just comment. Anyone else want to add for Central West region? Anyone? No? Okay, first impression. First impression, there's a lot of data, but the data is all over the place. Okay? Sorry, my first conclusion, I still don't know what price you are trying to propose. First conclusion, okay?
Okay,
After talking, so at the end, if I'm impatient, I'm gardening, whatever. I'm not talking about scenario now. Let's put it very simple, right? Let's say we sit face to face. What price are you proposing? I don't know. I still don't know. Do the rest get it? The rest of the attendees today?
No.
I hear 4 to 5 million. Then there's a 4.5 to 5 million. I don't know what price are you suggesting. That's one. Number two, there's a lot of information. The information has to support what you want to say. The first few slides are all on 1,003, 1,004 per square feet, 3 point something. So are you trying to tell me that my house or this house is, are you proposing 3 point something? Okay, that's one. Keep things very simple. The data, you don't have to show everything if it's not supporting you. You have to first understand first, right? So I've not even gone into, because you went to a lot of nearby District 21, whatever. You haven't even shown me what's my transactions in my place, right? Along the same street, the last transaction, number 5, is it? Number 5 or number 3? That was in 2017, for instance. You have to be very precise. 2017 is at 3 point something. That's 5 years ago. How much has the market risen? You understand? I think you show something. So I won't go into the details. I'll just give you some pointers there. Like that, as yeah, even then your valuation, bank valuation, there's nothing there. So what did the bank say? Right? What did the bank say? What is bank's recommendation? It's not there. All right. This, by the way, FYI important. This information is not for you to show everything. Yon who knows the SRX home report, the 2030 page. Okay, use this as a concept. Imagine now you're doing a condensed version of SRX home report for landed, but do you show your client all 20 pages? Those who have SRX, the home report, you don't. So don't show the client everything because it's very confusing. At the end, I'm trying to grasp, maybe there's a slide or verbally, I'm waiting. So therefore, Mr. Client, your house should be priced so and so. Or you start with your house should be priced around this price because I don't hear that. So it's all over the place, you understand? Right? So there's a lot of words, not a lot of what do you call this, supportive one. So at the end, after this, do you all agree, by the way, Central West region, or you have anything to add? So these are your preparation, whatever it is. Then you have to discuss it. What slides should you take? Obviously, now there's a big gap, right? The biggest question now is now just now someone asked, was it Eric? Sorry, not Eric, Mike. You asked how much the price. You already know roughly this one. You have a backhand. You know this is 5 point something. You cannot go there and unless you're faking is okay, you know. But if it's a fresh door knock, for example, yes, then you will know. Then you present what you say, you won't get a chance, you know, to market because back at the head of this owner is 5 point something mil. If not 5.6, maybe above 5 mil. Right? I don't know the owner, but the fact is asking 5.6. All right, you go there and 3 point something, 4 like that. Thank you very much. The nice ones will thank you and send you away. The not so nice ones, right? You call yourself a landed consultant, you don't even know what's the price here. Thank you very much. You're gone. You understand? All right. So the information, all this, as a team, you're supposed to, or when you find, you're supposed to discuss, what do you think you should present? And you roughly know, in this case, it's very straightforward. Owner wants 5 point something. How do you justify? And if it's not, then how do you, of course, I'm not talking about the communication skills here, how to then therefore bring the expectation down. But this is for you to know. If you were to sell this house, you own this house, how much do you think your house is worth? Right? Based on what I've heard, it seems to be about 4 point something mil, 4.5 to 5, but it's not very clear. Understand? Okay.
Willie, but you said to give a range, right? Don't kill yourself, right? Like don't say 5 mil. Let's say the banker
say 5 mil or
but just give a rough guide, like 4.5 to 5.
But not 4 to 5 mil. I heard 4 to 5 mil. It's a very range. 1 million.
We had two bankers, right? Two bankers came back to us. One is 4 to 4.5. The other one is 5 mil. Yeah. So we don't know which one to take. So we say in between 4.5 to 5. Yeah.
No. That's why you realize the bankers is one step out of the 6 steps. If it's just bank valuation, then I tell you, just go to bank. There's a problem, or it's not sufficient. That's why we went through the 6 steps, right? You saw the examples I gave. You were quite close to one slide. Can you go scroll down? The closest slide that I find my eyes pop up is somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here. All right. Because why? First thing, you are finding relevant houses. Okay, although the address are not there, but at least the design, everything is there. So you saw from the notes what happens. You have to put somewhere. This house is somewhere in between. You understand? These are the competitors now. Right? 2,000 plus. This to me is the closest slide. Closest, without going into all the details. The rest are just blah. You show me trends and stuff. They are not helping you. Right? Mine is quite close. Okay, mine is quite close to, I think, trying to support, despite if I were trying to add on to what Mike has said, the past transactions are all very low, all below 2,000. They are 1,005 per square feet, whatever. Right? If let's say you say, we think it's between this, and the owner say, no, I want higher. Okay, yeah, it's actually true. You know, to support basically according to Mr. Seller, why we are more confident is because if you look at the trends now, the market is still increasing, especially for semi-Ds. The volume has doubled. We believe this doubling of the volume, the transaction volume will continue to increase and therefore bring about the interest, all right, in the place, and therefore the price. That one is a support, because sometimes it'll be nice. Actually, by right, Mr. Seller, the price is somewhere around this range. Depends if you know this, but if you want to push above 5, it's not impossible because like that. But it's still going to be challenging. Okay, so only this slide to me is so far the most, right? The rest, please don't present things there's a question mark, but you don't have a question for. You're just killing yourself, digging your own grave. Okay, Ken?
Okay.
Okay. The purpose here is not to correct you or say you're wrong. I want you to go through the process. Then you know, you listen just now, yesterday very comfortable, half an hour listening. But when you do it yourself, is it easy? Is it easy? Not so straightforward. Okay. Our tools and everything make it easier for you. All right. Other agents don't have. Now that you have the tools, it's still not easy. But do you want to learn? Do you want to be better? If I tell you, mastering these 6 steps makes you apart from other normal agents, do you want to learn? Of course. This is just one example. And maybe working together as a group is difficult. The next, because soon you'll get your own your listing. You get your listing, trust me, you'll be very dedicated. You go through the 16 and then you discuss. Then you think for yourself, how do I price this house? You must know first. This is no different actually from condo, whatever. If you have a condo listing, what happens? Resale, right? You check, right? Past transaction, but condo, very straightforward. One step, you know already. You just compare the stacks, the price, 1313 square feet, whatever, they're all there. But landed is different. That's why it's different. That's why it's difficult. That's why if I flip it over, it's easier to impress the client. You do this well, a lot of door knocking, whatever, your pitching is very, very simple because you have things that nobody has. You understand? So now it's not to correct or to fault everyone. I want you all, very importantly, mindset. You want to do this well. Okay, you want to do this well. All right, if you want the advantage. Okay, so thank you so much, Central, West. Can we now go to East region? Yep. Good effort, gallant effort, although still failed from the seller, but good effort. And especially Jermaine taking the lead, not easy. I can imagine just I'm trying to visualize, there's how many? 5, 6 of you, and then you are pushing, hey, go, talk to the seller, talk to the seller. The rest are hiding, finding a bush to hide. Yes? Cherry, I see you smiling. Will you be hiding behind the dustbin or something? That's why we go out in teams. First time is quite scary, right? Go out in teams. Actually, nothing scary. We're just talking only. Even if you don't know, let me check, right? You will have certain things. Sometimes you think when we meet owner, I have all 6 things. No, right? Maybe I one out of the 6. You cannot be doing valuation. Valuation, even JetVal will take half an hour. You roughly must know. How do you then become more and more quick in this? You must see more and more houses. You just have to know more and more houses, right? Sold and transacted, etc. How do the ICs know at the back of the fingertips a bit better than all of us? Because they do the past transactions, right? They do the past transactions, they know. Okay, Ken? Okay, East region, are you ready? East region, you can share screen. I'm just gonna get a tissue. Y'all continue, just 1 minute.
Actually, East region no need, right? Sold already, you say. You just tell Willie your house sold already, no need.
Which you still can present as practice.
Okay, East region ready. I just heard what sold already. So I forgot to mention just now the lister was Will, right? So these are actual listings. So see whether Will can, we have no time, but I'll ask the lister to comment. Do you think this helps? All right. So now we are at Mulberry. Who is presenting? Who is presenting?
James, good morning. Are you ready, James?
Wow, this one another good arrow. I thought
No,
you're
because
presenting.
we agree in the team, James will present, but if not...
I didn't even see that. Okay.
I learned a lot of arrowing methods.
I'll back him up on the screen sharing.
Okay, imagine it's 2 of you. Casual,
Okay,
right?
sure.
Mulberry, So, oh, Jacqueline, James. Yeah. Your Hattas Land Division, you must know a lot about land value, right? Houses are must be very familiar. How much do you think my house is worth?
Okay, good morning, Mr. Seller. So in your area here for the semi-Ds that has been last transacted, we have 3 houses that were transacted in this area. They were going for between 4.3 million, 5.2, 5 million, and your size is 3570 square feet. Looking into, what I see right now, right in front of your gate is a nicely renovated, very modern outlook house. So based on all those last pricing, we think we can give you a ballpark figure of between 5.2 to about 5.5 million. Other than that, we also have other information to share with you. Probably you will gain also by knowing a little bit more about the district, what it has been performing, basically an overview. So I won't go into too much details because I know your time is very precious. What I'd like to say is I'd like to give you some prices for the semi-D in this area in District 13, and also the freehold prices, because this will be of most value to you. So the semi-D prices have been going for, in this area, for about 1,286 per square foot in Q3 only this year, 2021. And if we talk about freehold properties landed in this District 13, we have prices going at about 1,006 per square foot. Taking that into consideration, probably, what we can say for you again, going back to the price, we say 5.2 to 5.5 million. if we take a benchmark of a midpoint price between the freehold landed pricing and the semi-D pricing, we look at likely a midpoint price about 5.2 lah. And also demand has been very, very strong in this area recently. Yeah, so semi-D is also a rarity. It's very hard to very hard to find a good unit which is renovated like yours. So, you know, definitely there is people who are willing to pay for this lack of supply, and your house looks really great from the front. Yeah. If you are also wondering what would be a brand new condo, brand new landed price in this area, if we quickly just pull up, there is one going at the MacPherson area. It's a brand new, of course, this is a totally built up brand new. They are pricing at about 5.8 mil. Yeah, so in conclusion, we think 5.2 to 5.5 is something we could look at to market the house for you. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good job. Well, sorry, before I continue, Jacqueline, are you trying to show us something? Because I see your
Oh,
folder.
so sorry. Can you
supposed
see?
to? I can't.
Oops. I'm screen
I'm
sharing
seeing
now.
We are seeing the Explorer.
We are seeing your Explorer.
Oh
Maybe
dear.
you
So
This person need to stop share screen, right?
Wait,
Can you stop share, try again. I think you
okay,
press
I
on
share
the
again. So sorry, I didn't know you are seeing that. Okay, so here, can you see now past 3 transactions?
You
got to open.
Still your Explorer.
Still an
You have to
Explorer?
open it first. You have to open it first.
Open already leh.
Maybe you got to share the other window.
Under window, not the Explorer window. The JPEG.
Okay,
Oh, the
let me
whole
close,
thing.
let me close.
You close.
User problem, sorry.
No problem.
Oh dear. Ayo. Stop, I stop share first.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know if this can work, so sorry.
Doesn't matter. You share and then from your, what do you call that? Yours is Mac, not Mac. Mac will be preview.
No, mine is a word. Yeah.
And while waiting for Jacqueline J, you have something to share, right?
James or J?
J.
Hey, not me.
James, James.
J.
James or J?
No,
J.
her pitch very good, so she share everything already.
Okay, so never mind. In the essence of time.
Yeah,
yes.
sorry, I don't think I can. I try one last time, okay? If not, I don't want to hold everyone back. So sorry. Yeah. Okay, I try share screen one last time.
If not, you show from your Explorer. Never mind. Those 3 things roughly.
I don't know if you can see this one. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see this.
So
Yeah.
this was
Okay.
based on the level 6, which is the district 13. I won't bore you with
Show me
this.
the 3 fact sheet one. The 3 fact sheet.
The 3
Yeah.
fact sheet. I didn't do that.
No, just now I saw. I saw your 3 fact sheet you put inside, no?
Yes. Hang on,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that one.
Just want to
That
see.
one is very nice though. Nicely done by our team members. Can you see?
No.
No, okay.
Not really. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, Emma, you share our screen. Quick one.
Okay.
You can stop share. So, okay, first impression, much better, even in the absence of visual aids. It's a lot clearer. Do you agree? Right? It's a lot clearer. I hear the 5.2 to 5.5. Yes, very clearly. And you have some numbers. The only thing that is have to slow down a bit because you mentioned about a couple of numbers, how many thousand per square feet, say 1,000 plus per square feet and things like that. The thing is, you have to, when you look at, you mentioned semi-Ds, right? You mentioned semi-Ds, you mentioned renovated, etc. So why we need the fact sheets and stuff, that's why I was staring at that. I was hoping that you can open it up, because once you show me the visuals, then it's a lot clearer. To the client, it's a lot clearer, because like I said, every house is different. You all have to be careful, cannot use our benchmark. Oh, here's average semi-D price is how much I want it. You look at past transactions, go closer. These are the last few ones. I like the fact the first thing you said was, oh, last few transactions here nearby in the same street. It's very straightforward, straight to the point. If you can support it with the pictures, this is how this look like, like that. And how does yours look like compared, right? I mean, the 20 factors in terms of land, everything, I'm assuming all the same, all right? So it's much better because in 5 minutes or a few minutes, I understand what you're trying to say. Because when you get that into the sellers, if I hear 85255, this guy, first impression, right? I said 333. First 3 minutes, I know this lady is talking some sense. I will give you the next 30 minutes. Right? I'll give you the next 30 minutes. You cannot you cannot present your things as if 30 minutes, but your main point comes at the 27 minute. Because by the time 10 minutes, I lose interest already. Right? You won't have the chance to go to 27 minutes. But in 3 minutes, you succinctly say, roughly this is about this, right? And I can share with you why, so on and so forth, a few pointers. Then that's it. Then you support your things with that. In a real door knock, by the way, you don't have time to do this presentation. You must be able to flip up your phone straight away. Of course, before that, we already know, right? We already know. So those who door knock, I think the seniors will know. Before that, we do some homework first. Past transactions, we check. We use the website to go and check roughly around there. So that if the buyer asks, I just flip out my phone. And as I flip out my phone or my iPad, the client, hey, what is this website, whatever, you know? But that's besides the point because you won't have time to go and do PowerPoint. You understand? You must be able to click very, very fast. Send me these here, blah, 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 so and so forth, roughly around there. Okay. Market trends, by the way, good and bad. Market trends is general. It's very, very general. It's across all houses. Market trends, you have to use it only when it helps you. Only when it helps you. So if I can tell you most of the asking price now is above the market trends. All right. This one, Mulberry is how much? Someone put the fact sheet there. That's the one. So in India, that one is 2005, right? Mulberry is also 1006, is it? Or 1007 per square feet. You can look at the district 13, semi-D or whatever. Just now you mentioned something very interesting. Semi-D, free semi-D versus total freehold. Okay, don't need you say freehold, okay? Because you're confused. I thought you're trying to say 99 years. Actually, it's all landed versus semi-Ds here. But again, if it confuses, don't say. Confuses, don't say. It has to help you. So market trends sometimes for us, no. Normally we just show the trend. That's about it. I usually show shows market trends to lower the expectations of seller. They're asking 2,000 plus, but Mr. Seller, you take a look. You know, average transacted semi-D, where got 2,000? Don't even have 2,000, right? So unless the client say no, you have to look at the individual neighbors and stuff like that. Then you start to pull up and zoom in as near as you can. Okay, so good effort. Okay, good effort, but can be better if your visuals are shown and more concise. All right. Okay, last region, Northeast. Right, good job to Jacqueline. Okay, Northeast. Who is presenting?
Okay, I'll take the lead, but the rest will chip in. Okay, we had some time to now get organized a bit. Okay, while they're waiting for the thing, let's start. Hi, hello, Mr. Chin. Okay, what we have done for your unit, we feel that is a very good location in that it's a cul-de-sac. And also it's very near bus stops, and also it's very good for a big family. Yes, as it can park 8 cars and has 6+1 bedroom, and there's no problem finding a toilet if everybody needs to go, almost at the same time, as you have about 7 bathroom. And the other thing is you looking at the land size and the built-up area, and that is renovated only in 2012. And I look around here. Most of the developments is in original. They have not really like rebuild it. So looking at the past transaction, what's sold. Okay, the valuation that we get from farm valuers is indicating about a 4.8 4.85 million. And also there's another valuation that we have gotten from SRX is about 5.5. So looking at these two valuation, I would say that if we look at about close to like 5.5, perhaps your house we could now try for 5.5 million. And if I look at the current listing, why please someone share the screen. Okay, is this current listing? Oh yes, this is the current listing. I can show the other one now. Use this one, the land size is no good. Yes. Okay, looking at the current listing in district around this area in the northeast region, right? Looking at this land size, current listing, if we're looking at this land size about 5,000 to 6,000, then we have only two listings, like Chuan Garden asking for 8 million, and Thompson Green, that's 7.2 million. Yes. So the PSF, as you can see, that is about 1,002. It's almost like yours, except that for the Chuan Garden, which is very near your place, is renovated and is asking for 1.452 PSF, 1.452 PSF. And then let's take a look at what's sold. Okay, so the recent transactions that we have for a corner terrace of similar or slightly bigger land size, and about somewhat close to the build up like yours. It was transacted about 5.38 million, and the other one is at 5.18 million. 5.188 million. You will notice that these two units that were sold, the PSF is ranged from 1,862 to 1,000. However, you're asking, these are all in its original, it has not been renovated or constructed, it's in its original condition. So if I were to look at these past transactions, and I will add in a building cost, for someone who buys this, who had bought these two units to rebuild, they will have to put in about $250 to $300 PSF, depending on what works they want to do, So it will be coming to close to about 1,250 PSF to 1,300, about 1,250 PSF. So as for your unit, I think that if we could possibly try to push it, considering there is a cul-de-sac, it's a regular shape, and it's on elevated land, and the location wise is pretty good in that it has a bus stop right in front of you, so you can take a bus to Ang Mo Kio or to even Serangoon, or you could take a stroll, a very nice stroll with, under the shades and lush greenery and all that. You walk to the Lorong Chuan MRT. And looking at that, we could try and push for about like a PSF of about 1,002 to about there, plus and minus. So it's about like 6 million to about 6.2 million. How do you feel, Mr. Chin?
Okay, thank you for the presentation. Assuming.
Oh, I got one more to add. Sorry.
Yeah.
Looking at the past transactions in the region, in the whole of Singapore, I like to point out to you that the PSF is about there, and we are seeing an uptrend. However, if I look at District 19, right, for semi-Ds, you will notice that there's a bit of a down. It went down by 3.8%, second quarter versus third quarter. So I feel that we should quickly, try and push it and sell it and market it fast. And we'll do you a good job in that, so that it's up for grabs. I don't know about this one. Someone chip in.
That's all?
Yeah.
Anyone
Someone else on the chip in, please. Anyone?
Me, Teresa, who else? Anyway, it's okay. I think up to this point, I can comment.
Okay.
Teresa, don't worry. Okay, so how does this compare to the previous one? Not as succinct, okay, as the East region one. Yeah, someone is entering. Okay, not as succinct as the East region one, but some parts are better. Okay, some parts are better. So there's a lot, like, again, remember we present information that does not help you, don't present. Information that does not help you, don't present. Because just now, all your information, I saw a 4 something mil, 4.8 something mil, and then there's a 5 something mil. This one, by the way, is Sean and my buyer. If you know this, owner, if you know this owner, you are chased out. He will lock you or he will drown you inside his pool. Sean will tell you, okay? It's very angry, not easy to satisfy. So don't show things that don't support. Again, these are for you to know background. Then you have to decide what information I use. Okay, important. So, okay, one thing that I think is better than the previous one that I like, I think is that slide that you have the tree. All right. Yeah, I like the fact that you compare tree, and then between there's 800 plus per square feet and there's 1,000 per square feet. Actually, first is, oh, why you show this tree? They are not similar. They are not similar. They are similar in terms of land size. Okay, they are similar in terms of land size, so they pick the similar ones, but those two are actually original condition. So if you, let's say, look at between the first one, 800 Surin, 11 Surin, and versus the other one, why you cannot use Surin? Because the one is odd shape. That's why it's 800 plus per square feet. Okay, whereas the other one, where is it? I can't remember, Charlton or something. That one is 1,000 per square feet. So Mr. Seller, ours is closer to this. Therefore, if just talking about base land, it's about 1,000. So how much will your building be worth? Okay, so that part I think is convincing. That's exactly, by the way, the seller of this owner, when we talk to them, that's how he justified exactly what he said. You think my building is not worth $1 million, right? How can you ask my house to be sold at 1,000 per square feet? You think my house rebuilt just 8 years ago? You did mention something, Teresa, something that's very important. This house is rebuilt only 8 years ago. Okay, you rebuilt 8 years ago. It's not a 30, 40-year-old. So you compare now building costs and stuff. How much will this building be cost? Land versus that. All right. So that, to me, that part, I think you just mentioned 2 to 3 minutes, is the one that stands out from this whole presentation. Please do not confuse buyer. You're not trying to pitch. You're not trying to tell me what I say. I'm the owner. I know. The first part is redundant. Oh, your house got 6%. Is redundant. I know my house. I know the area. So how does that compare? You use that when you compare. For example, I want to say, oh, here versus the last transaction there, as Surin is quieter versus here, but you're nearer to, then you make a comparison. Otherwise, don't need to say the facts. It's not relevant because I already know the place. And when you say that, are you trying to raise my price or lower my price? You know, you have to, when you talk to this client, you have a target, you have a goal in mind. Everything you do have to go towards that. Have to go towards that. You understand? Don't go to and fro, and then you confuse. First, you confuse yourself, then you confuse the client. Understand? I think this is one-on-one of any communication or presentation to clients, whether is it resale project or whatever. Understand, Teresa? Huh? Okay. So, so I hope you all learned something from Northeast region.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Good job done. Again, I hope you all went through the process. It's not as easy as it is. Now, that's why you know just now in just one house, you know there's so many factors. I'm just talking about that. It's just Serangoon Garden. Just now, you all saw charts on specific areas. That's why we need to compare the specific areas. All right, specific areas like District 13 just now, Mulberry area. You cannot compare whole of District 13 because Braddell Heights is very different. It's very different. Okay, so this practice is actually very fun. When you had a sense of achievement, you look, hey, this one is like that. Then you go around, you walk with more and more confidence. So what we'll do a lot in the next 2 months or rest of the 2 months, you go as you door knock, don't just door knock, look at this house, test each other, know, hey, how much this house is worth, then check on your phone, not go back 1 hour presentation. No, you have to be very, very fast. Then things you don't know, then you can check with certain things. Because everything is online. Even the market trends is on your face. And if let's say you focus on, you can say, okay, I want to focus on let's say semi-D first. One semi-D, you can study a few more semi-Ds. Then you understand semi-D is better, right? I tell you, even within the district, there are different areas. And then the terrace performance and the corner terrace and the semi-Ds are very, very different. All right. That's why and having data is important. That's why we need GTAs that has a lot of transactions. So if you're in the district 15, 19, all this is okay because there's a lot of data to analyze. Okay, there's a lot of data. You ask you go to Jurong now, Pasir Ris, then you cannot, you don't have enough information. All right, just now the first example in Hede, there's like not many transactions. So you are pulling information from Swiss Club, all this. Actually very different, you know. It's very, very different. That District 21, that side is Bukit Timah. This one is a very ulu part of, you know, near the Bukit Timah Reserve. So can you look at only properties there? You go by location first. Don't try to go very big. Go by the location. What are the nearest transactions around there? Okay, Ken, all learn something? Sorry, we are digressing a bit, but this is a very, very important skill to have. And it really sets you apart. I keep mentioning this, all right? So when you meet clients, door knock, you will practice. And the important, I ask all of you here, are you all ready to go door knock yourself? I can tell you no. That's why you need to test, help each other, hide behind each other's back. It doesn't matter. You gain your confidence from there. You gain your confidence from there. You cannot know everything. We don't know anything. You think we prepare everything in our head. So, but the more you do, right? So that's why some of you, I know you're organized, you may want to focus on Teluk Kurau first because you can just study Teluk Kurau first. Okay? Master a bit of Teluk Kurau first before you go to, I don't know, Juche or whatever. You just run around like that until you gain your confidence. Some of the seniors, I think we have some seniors here. All right, those who are here, Sandra, all this, you know, they keep door knocking now. They are in a better position. They know certain things. Oh, because 3 months ago, I just did an analysis, a case study, right? 6 months ago, I just did a case study for this. The more you go, the deeper you get. Okay, Ken? All right. So let's take just a 2-3 minutes break because I need to go to the washroom. And then we come back, we will have Jason presenting. Today is also quite heavy, 160 over slides. So we'll go quite fast. Okay, Jay, so 2 minutes break, then we will come back. I'll go and answer your phone calls, whatever. Thank you, everyone. Okay, you're back. Jason, get ready your slides.
Yep, okay, hold on.
Okay, should be my slide first. Okay, never mind. Just go straight. Later I'll go to mine.
Wait, open cannot. Okay, so I want to I'll start.
Yeah, you share screen now.
Okay. Hold on.
So today we're gonna start with something, the part 3 of yesterday. Okay, part 3 of yesterday, which is still about managing clients. All right. So creme de la creme, or the most interesting part about it is about negotiation. All right, so today we have Jason, obviously one of our most effective closer and negotiator, proven last night, okay, with his closing. Congratulations. Okay, so to share, I think, what are some of the tips and his learnings from negotiation, especially to close. So Jason, to you.
Okay, thanks. Hi, everyone. Morning. I suppose all you guys take your breakfast at home, relax today. Yeah. Happy Diwali. Yeah.
Happy Diwali. Sorry, Subra not here. Sorry. Yeah, I know it's very busy week.
Correct. Okay. Let me start with the effective negotiation and closing skill. Actually, there's nothing right or wrong. Okay. Nothing right or wrong. And more important to me is end of the day is the closing. How you negotiate. Yeah. Okay, you can see my slide. Can you see my slide, by the way? It seems not moving. Okay.
Can.
Okay. As we know, actually, many people, in fact, we are negotiating almost every day. Or I don't know whether you agree. If you look at the picture below, okay, we go Thailand, we go Batam, we like the shopping, as you can see. And we are actually negotiating for a small price even, like $20, $30. We are actually negotiating almost every day. Okay. What is negotiation? Negotiation is basically trying to resolve an issue on both parties. Okay. And at the end of the day, to find something that whether, come to a point of view where both parties must agree. Okay, it's also a back and forth communication designed to reach an agreement on the other side. Okay, these are just some of the slide negotiation. Okay, more important, actually, the skills are allowed both sides to reach a compromise. Okay, often a soft skills such as communication, planning. So basically, before you negotiate, before you actually you want to talk to somebody, you have to plan what you actually wanted to say on the negotiation, what you are actually planning to do, your objective. Okay. Next, there are two types of negotiation. Okay, one of them is a win-win. At the end of the day, hopefully, both come to a win-win situation, especially like yesterday, or a win-loss. Okay, either one of them must be a loser. If really one of them, if really cannot come out to a negotiation where the other side insists on a high price and the other side insists that no, I can just push. So it's a win-lose situation. So to understand the different type of negotiation. Okay. As you can see from the this chart, okay, we have different type of negotiation styles. Okay, accommodating, avoiding, what to avoid, what to accommodate on the high side, and how to compromise. Actually, at the end of the day, we are just trying to compromise. Actually, during the negotiation, to come out to at the end of the day, to collaborate that the goal, we try to find a win-win solution. That's more important. Okay, these are some of the tips for the negotiation. Listening, very important. During the negotiation, listen to what. Don't always talk and then just keep talking and then tell them, oh, you have this, you have this. Try to listen and then see what they listen to the other party, like your owner, for example. Okay, ask question. After listening, then ask, like for example, is your house rebuilt? Is your house what do you call? You have all these issue on the house, like leaking or whatever. Just ask question. Understand what they really the party really wants. Example, like oh, maybe they want to sell house because they have the urgency. I got one case, they actually wanted to sell house. They say, hey, you need to sell my house fast because my business is not so good. So always ask and then take now the notes. and be prepared during the negotiation. Be prepared probably before you go down. I mean, on the spot, like what Willie mentioned on the 6th point. Be prepared. You can actually get the chart. Normally, what I do for when you talk about preparation, you know your GTA well, so it's easy. So when they actually ask question or talk whatever, you probably have some answer for them. What is in for you? So what are you ready? What are you going in actually to talk to them? Selling your value. Yep. Okay, selling your value on top of the quantitative benefits. So basically, you sell to them more on the selling of actually what you can produce for them. Okay, what you can achieve for them, but don't overpromise. Don't overpromise. Oh, your house, you are no issue. I can sell at 6 million, but actually their house is only like 5 million. Yeah. Show that you have alternative. Okay. Showing that you have alternative. You must look strong, but yet humble. You don't like keep talking and then or not very sure, like keep on. But you must tell your point that recently I have some of these closing, but be humble a little bit. Oh yeah, it's actually the support of the customer, support of the owner, where I managed to close this. Be ready to back up if client is unreasonable. So some of the cases we have no choice. So pause silence, verbal versus text, versus the face-to-face. Sometimes if negotiation, like what Willie said, some people just like to do text. Probably after that you do texting, and they just do not do face-to-face, especially this point of time. So, but even you text, tactfully, certain words that I can use certain words, because when you use text, everything is black and white. State all your communication in black and white. That is probably on the message. Yeah, sometimes after following out, after you talk about certain thing, also okay, we are agreed on 2%. So we probably follow by a message. Okay, Mr. Owner, as agreed just now, yeah, so we will close this, we will get a 2%, something like that. Next one, pen down all the pros and cons on each option. Manage your emotion. Focus on objective goals. Don't get your emotion to like, oh yeah, get very excited or get very angry on certain thing. Understand the process, preparation, exchange information. So during the negotiation, during the communication, ask question and then let them talk, and then you exchange, and then you actually more important, I think, is still breaking the ice, basically for this case. Or pay attention on the timing. So all these are the timing. Sometimes they are in the rush, or maybe the timing, we can talk about the timeline, the kind of thing when we communicate. Whether are they in the rush, or after buying, after selling, what should we buying? Is the timing okay for them to buy? Would there be anything? Leave behind your ego. Yep. I always do this. If you don't ask, you don't get. So for us sales, for us agent, your skin must be very, very thick. Normally, I try to actually something like bullet also cannot. It's like bulletproof. Anticipate compromise. Offer and expect commitment. Yeah, you offer and then sometimes you expect certain thing. Once you offer certain thing, oh, don't worry, I will do this for you. I'll do it. Then they will say, okay, so you do this. Yeah. So be very careful on this, what we call commitment also. Don't absorb their problem. Don't absorb that. During the negotiation, they have this, yeah, I have this financial, or I need to get 3% deposit because I need cash. Yeah. Normally we tell them, we go depend on the lawyer, depend on the buyer. Normally this is the procedure. Yeah. We have to 1% for you, the other one have to go to the CDY, something like that. stick to your principles, close with confirmation. So especially when we are very close to closing or very close to the negotiation, be firm, yeah. If you are still not very sure on the negotiation on certain thing, the best probably is say, hey, give me a one. Then you just call your IC or call whatever your friends or those senior that, hey, what should I do? This something like that. Ask for advice. I always say, if you don't ask, you don't get this. Ask somebody, then maybe they can help you. Yeah. Okay, this one is basically, as we know, selling of property, especially when we are talking about negotiation, this area we are talking about property. We always say seller one of always the best price, the higher, and buyer is our buyer is always asking the lowest. This is standard. So always know what they want. Either if you are serving a seller and you want to close a deal, you know what they want, or you are serving a buyer. You are serving a buyer, at least you also know serving a buyer, you must know what the seller actually expect. So for this case, because owner needs some time, like they extended, and then maybe they have a renter or something like that. And if the purchasing for this case, my purchaser is okay, they are not in a hurry. They're not in the hurry. So for this matter, it's easier for us to control. We know actually the owner is looking for somebody that can give them extension, that kind of thing. So sometimes we just have to match. Okay. So in fact, in our property career, you know that negotiation, actually we start from getting the listing. Okay, we start from getting. So normally when you go door knock, you will tell them like just now what you have done during the presentation. So more important is you must present to the owner. That's already negotiation. Why must owner need you? So where's your strong point? Yeah, what can you actually help them? What can you achieve for them? Yeah. What makes you different from other agents in the market? So this is another area, especially when we are in HLD. So in fact, after joining HLD, to be very frank, it actually gave me a very strong backup when I doing the pitching. I always use the what they call the 8-4 and tell them about, hey, this is actually what our HLD have done. And with our team of 30 members, yeah, something like that. So we always tell what are we different. So the next thing we do 3D, we do all this. So for this case, owner normally, besides talking about price, sometimes, in fact, we don't talk about the price first. Immediately you tell a bank and they are actually selling at 6 million. You said, no, I think your price only 5 million. So like what they some of the owners just no, it's just a case, I think you're not the right agent for me. Yeah. After getting the listing, okay, talking to the owner, normally this is the best part. I mean, if we can negotiate for exclusive, if we can, because for getting an exclusive, we have a full control of the what you call the listing, especially if it's a listing. If not really can't, then unless it's like, hey, this listing already marketed by somebody, then we have no choice. Yeah, but again, not all listing we wanted to get exclusive. Some of the listing already moved too far and already too many people marketing. So we just have to just take it. And some owners say, no, I don't give you exclusive. Do you still want to do? Oh, so we just have to move on and see how the situation moves. This is the part actually we are asking. Generally, we are asking so far only, we are also opening speech, we always say for 2%. So this is the part where again is quite tough. Some owner will tell you no it's only 1%, and I got all the agent. So again, like what we have actually discussed yesterday. present to you all. So it's again up to us, but we were trying to push from HLD point of view. From the negotiation is 2%. Yeah. Closing technique, that is actually at the end of the day, more important actually was for negotiation on both sides. We also have to see the body language, also have to see actually what is buyer looking at. I will share more when the last slide when I present actually for the Mulberry Avenue, how I close this one. This is the technique. Okay, negotiation, what actually Willie slide previously, all the facts and figure that we show. Okay, normally during this is normally when we present to them on the listing, on what the price, how much can you fetch, but don't press them. This is just that, this is our figure. This is something that we have from market. Not only we see, even buyer today, a lot of buyers are very smart. They will see all this. What we can see, they also can see. Yeah, so this is something that we have to support that. For example, past transaction, which I think earlier on you guys have done a good job to present those numbers. Oh, these are some of the past transactions. Show them. Sometimes we just have to say, hey, so yeah, you see this area, we actually close. This is the pricing. You can see the 114 Lorong Sarina below is at 2.45. Yeah. In fact, before that, the price, this was closed by me again. This was closed by me. But again, the owner was asking like 2.8. It's asking 2.8, but it's very original. So how we actually manage them and based on the transaction, before that, the transaction is not as high. So it's easier for us to convince them because it's very original. Oh, next. Again, the sample was looking at the what you call the current transaction, current listing in the property guru or 99.com, whatever. So this is what actually Willie also and you guys have actually presented to the owner. Indicative valuation. Oh, this is what I get for Mulberry, 5.4. Okay. This is also quite important for especially Javier. Initially, my valuation they give it to me was 5.5 million, and compared to the owner request of 5.8 is very far away. If you go down slowly, if you realize, you see the completion date 1958. If you can see this area, I don't know whether you can see this one. Can you see my mouse? If you can see my mouse, huh? Yeah. Okay, that is the reason why initially, initially they only give the valuation of 5 million, and this is what the owner also given by the other two agents. So I actually appeal. To them that, hey, no, this is, you should not look at this date because this is a rebuilt house. So I appeal and told them it's only rebuilt 10 years ago and it's in the move-in condition. So
you give them the 3D tour, right? Do you give them the 3D tour?
Javier cannot.
You can text them under the comments remarks.
Oh, text you. Oh, okay. Yeah. So normally because the comments, I will just give them information. This is rebuilt, whatever. Okay. Then yeah. So but finally they come back. Okay, 5.4. At least it's not too far. I think on our site valuation, especially if we already got the listing, and we need to get something higher than what the owner asking, or rather what the owner intend to close. For example, this case, the owner asking is 5.88. He's targeting, he have a last offer of 5.6. Yeah, so this is something very important. We have to try to get closer to that, the valuation. Okay, so to a certain extent, I will actually recommend owner to do a valuation report. To get this report, It depends on the house. This case we done at Langsat, we pay for 450. Sometimes owner don't pay. Some owner, they are okay, they will just pay you. Yeah, they will just pay for it. So it's again how depend on how you negotiate and tell them what's the importance of this. Because some value you just cannot fetch. They just want this price, we just cannot push. So valuation report, the actual one will actually come in a good place for you to push the number. Yeah. Okay. So far, this is all done. So I give you go closer to my case study. I put here got 4 case study, and from how I get the listing to how I close. Okay, this is the first one. Pasir Ris Heights, I just closed last month. If you see, this one is 99 years house, and balance only 56 years. Generally, it's quite tough because 56 years, and they are asking, initially they also ask a bit too high. So I tried to talk to the owner and bring down the price. And the assisting agent actually marketed 2 years, but they just cannot move. One of the reasons for this case, I realized this owner, the assisting agent was the relative. Okay, I think the niece, and they stay quite far. The owner stay in Holland, and then the niece, the agent stay in, I think, Mountbatten. So for them to view, the most they do like 1 week or 1 month do 1 listing according to the owner. And how I get to this listing was actually the owner, because the grass too long, because he did not get the gardener to cut, so he just hang on the gate. He just put, I need gardener, please contact me, and that's the owner number. So I was having a viewing there, so I saw that, then I just called them, just call the owner, and after talking to him, and so happened he was there after that. So after negotiated, yes, he decided to give me a try. I said, you have been marketing for 2 months, 2 years. Let me try for you within 3 months. And because for the grass to grow, it's about every 2 months you have to cut. I said, I hope that you no need to cut your grass the next 2 months, so you save the amount. I actually help him to get a gardener, even help him to get the what you call touch up the contractor, okay, some bangala to clean the house and cut the grass, everything. He was quite happy. I pay for it also. I pay for it. So ultimately, owner agreed. Owner wanted to give me exclusive. So for this case, I said no. Since that is your niece, let her continue to market. It's okay. I don't need an exclusive. I hope I can try for you. But things good. We actually pushed very hard. I got about probably only like 6 to 7 viewing within 1 month. Within 1 month, and finally there's one buyer come. We are very close. You can only offer something like 1.7, that kind of thing, but we keep pushing. So again is that negotiation is, beside pushing the owner to stage the owner to accept a lower price than what is asking on the buyer side, we also have to push, and we must stay firm what we want. So for this case, my learning was, again, don't be afraid to ask, and be ready to offer your service. Must have confidence. When I say offer your service, for this case is gardener. For this case is gardener. I'm not a gardener, but I have already so-called like Bangala can do a lot of things for me. So this is something that I will stand by. This is the house. This is the house, and it's actually sold 1.98. You see the land. Based on PSF, it's only 572. That's very cheap, but it's actually 99 years. It's 99 years. Okay. Case study number 2. case study number 2. This is at Moragi Terrace. 999 is as good as freehold. Okay, it's as good as freehold. This is along this D16, very near to Simei, very near to Simei. Okay, but for this case, you are very close, very close to the asking. Very close to asking, so it's quite easy. Okay, same thing. This case was actually, for this case, we do a door knock. We do a door knock without knowing which house they want to sell. And this is not in the market, totally not in the market. So we do a door knock, and then the owner, actually we approach and we give them a presentation, a 2-hour presentation. And finally, we told them about where we are. But again, sorry, this one, when I closed, I was not with HLD yet. Was not with HLD yet. Okay, this one when I closed was not in HLD yet. But again, because I already focused, all the while focused in landed for this district. So this is something, and we negotiated for this. Okay. The below, actually, when I close, is not more towards the seller side. Is actually for me to tell them where we, who am I, our advantages of being a GTA agent. Yeah, the confidence for them. But on buyer side, okay, on buyer side, actually the buyer seen this, but the buyer think that is too high, the price. Yeah, you say, hey, this is only a 2-story, 2.5 story. So the price is on the high side. So I said, okay, if you want something similar, let me bring you to another house. Not too far, it's Jalan Nipah. Jalan Nipah. And Jalan Nipah price is even higher, about 3.2. But it's only 2-bedroom, only have 2-bedroom. So, but the house is much better condition. But eventually I told them, it's, oh, you got to expand your another bedroom, it take you more cost. It take you more cost. So why don't you consider this again? Yeah, and then this is how we bring two listing to compare, and finally on the buyer side, he pushed the price. He decided to actually offer, and we managed to close at this price. Yeah. Oh. So for this part, my learning is actually, if you are actually focused on your GTA, focusing on your GTA, and more important is your presentation. For this case, is in HLD. Get ready your kids whenever you go door knocking or anything. When they, I mean, when we are back to normal, get ready your kid, and you must try to be well versed on your GTA. Yeah. So you stay very firm and confident. More important is the confidence, and they see who you are during the presentation. Next thing is listing. We always say listing is king, because when you have a lot of listing and a lot of viewing, and in between, sometimes it's good to swing here and there and tell them, and you know that they want this. Yeah, we try to swing here and there. So sometimes they best, because of that, they find that, hey, well, this, in fact, this is better. Though is the price is still on the high side, but it's still cheaper than the other one, something like that. Okay, so this is the house. It's actually, you from outside it's 2-story, inside they actually another half behind. You can't see. Oh, quite a nice house. You still need, though it's not really, I mean, it's almost moved in, so just do some actually renovation. Yeah. Third one, okay, this is again another 99, another 99, but for this case is 74-year balance. It's a bungalow with basement, very nice, very big house. Land is very big. Okay, the only setback for this house is too original. The owner last renovated was about 20 years ago, and in fact now not much people staying. Only the helpers and one of the sister. Only on weekday. Weekend they go back to their own house. Yeah, they just have to maintain, take care. So initially, owner, when I meet him again, door knock, And after talking, they gave us the what you call the exclusive. They give us the exclusive. This case, I'm using the HLD profile, and yeah, we again normally when we actually negotiate for listing, I will spend about at least 1 hour to negotiate and talk to them. So this case, I'm happy, and they are actually asking. Initially, they say, "Oh, my land is 5,000." I'm asking at least 5 million. 5 million. So I say, okay, well, but a bit on the high side. So again, don't argue with the owner on the initial price, even if we give you. They said, okay, I will try to market for you based on what your price is. Though the price for this case is too high. So sometimes the owner just know, I just want to. So I said, okay, we just market, and then but we try, but it just cannot no viewing. So after a few times, I just tell the negotiate the seller, I think we have to adjust the price. If not, if you are really serious, then we have to do some adjustment, and I got to justify him. Yeah. So eventually, he bring down the price to 4.5, and then finally, there's what you call the buyer coming. We have quite a few viewing, not much, because the size is too big. It's too big. 5,009, 5,009 is 5,005 is too big. And one of the setback, one of the main reasons for this case is the renovation easily costs 600,000 if you really want to fully renovated the house plus basement. Later you see the condition. So that's why a lot of buyer come. My one of the worst offer was 3 million. 3 million. So I told the buyer, if 3 million you can buy this, you can buy. You can't even buy a terrace today. That point of time, I said, this is what you call a bungalow, and you are using a 3 million. I think you are too far out. So I straight away reject the buyer. Oh, so again, during the negotiation, during what you call, we always have to protect the seller. But on the other side, the buyer, unless it's very close. Okay, very close. One of my sometimes I got to use no choice. The buyer, though for this case, there's no offer. A lot of viewing, some of the offers too low and some just no offer. So after a couple of weeks, and we really our exclusive going to finish. So people come in, I will just say that, what's your last offer? I straight away tell them 3.7. 3.7. Yeah, I say 3.5. I said no, they have a 3.7 rejected. But actually, I don't have this offer. I don't have this offer. So I just as a push higher. So finally, this buyer come in, and he liked, after 2 viewing, he offers something 3.71. So, but which is again quite far from the owner. The final number that he can push is only 4 mil. So it's between 3.7 to 4 mil is quite far. So I got to again sit down with the seller, negotiate on why people is offering this and why you have to actually, I mean, just let go. Because if you hold on to this house, okay, because of the renovation cost, so it's really difficult for you to move at 4 mil or even 3.9. So finally, this one I managed to push this one higher. So I tell the owner, yeah, I will suggest, if my opinion for this case is quite a good price for you, I will really think you actually move on, and then you can move on to other thing. Yeah. So finally, the owner agreed, yep, to let go for this case. No. So on my learning side for this case is know your market well. Okay. Know what you are selling, what is actually the GTA price or this, and you are able to analyze. And what I think what really have shown the chart, okay, the chart that we have, that we the market trend, that is something actually very good for us to actually show them sometime. Yeah. Oh, to bring them down. Okay, so this is the house. Oh, you see, this is very original. In fact, if you really think like you see this house, it's like a haunted house because nobody stay, only the helper. In fact, helper is like, wow, the helper staying the whole house. I think the helper said he go back to Indonesia. He said, wow, he have been staying the biggest house in Singapore. Yeah. Okay, the last one, case study. Actually, this one is serving buyer. Serving buyer. So, okay, besides serving seller, sometimes, okay, buyer. For this case, this buyer was a referrer from one of the houses that I sell. Then that houses actually got a few, the families, the family, they recommend me, the sisters, all this. So this is where the buyer, and the good thing is the buyer stick to me because of the sister, because of the family, so-called strong tie, my strong tie with the family. So this good thing is buyer stick to me, but the extra service that I actually done for the buyer. Okay. So I bring him to see a lot of resale and brand new houses, and we actually almost close a deal for a resale and brand new, but sometimes it's just luck. One of brand new houses we go in, we just missed by late by probably like 1 day or half a day, and somebody offered. Yeah, and too bad. So after a few houses that we fear, so finally we got these houses, the new the houses, the above houses that actually I managed to show them. So I told them, not much in the market, and the price is really okay, attractive. So really not much. So I mean, you got to see. And for this case, for these houses, we need 1 month to arrange for viewing because it's tenanted. So I told him this is quite precious, not all the house. And okay, most important thing, actually what we do is some of the buyer, if you really serious buyer, stick to them. Okay, the house, they will actually tell me which are the location, which are the houses. They will send me the listing. Normally, I will go and take a look of the houses first, do an analyze the location, pricing. Then I'll send him a small update, or rather a report. Is this house good or whatever? So worth seeing. So after that, then they will follow me. So this is the trust. And this is actually based on the buyer. They know that, well, okay, you have actually provided so much. Again, not all the house that you send to me, I allow him to see. I said, no, this house you don't see. Don't waste your time. Because this is like junction from the property guru, you don't know. Yeah, but when you go to actual site, you know what is going on. So this is the extra service that I done for them. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the house. It's only rebuilt, if I'm not only rebuilt about 8 years only. So quite brand, so still in a very good condition, but tenanted. And the location for this Burgley Drive, you know, is Serangoon Garden, behind Serangoon Garden. Why I told them it's good is because just beside the house, there's an overhead bridge that link to Ang Mo Kio Avenue 10. So they can get the amenities like NTUC, all this market. Yeah, so this is why I actually, I really go all the way, walk around the ground, around a few times, where is the actual location. So this is how the buyer really appreciate my service, and they really know that, hey, we have done really analyze a good job, and this is the trust also from them. Okay, I almost, hold on, let me continue. Yeah, I almost come to the end of the negotiation. Okay, during negotiation, okay, what to avoid? What should we avoid during negotiation? Okay. Don't make any baseless assumption without confirmation. Okay. Example, you tell them, oh no lah, this one I don't think yeah, you can actually sell at this price or whatever. But they will just say, hey, without something to support you, better don't, because the owner, sometimes the owner not very happy, will just kick you out. Yep. Don't give in too quickly, even when you are on the losing end. Oh, so again, sometimes you just lose, but we must see how we can actually try again on another angle to see if we can go through, and maybe by some of the deal or some of the discussion, hopefully we can win back. And sometimes it really happen. Yeah, it can really happen. Focusing on your benefits and neglecting the other party's interest. So don't always focus on, okay, I think this negotiation, if can bring me this, never mind lah, you don't get the other party, get only, you don't get the price, it's okay. As long as I can close, I can get my commission 1%, even for the seller, I say 20,000, forget about 20,000 lah, no lah, we just close it. Ultimately, 20,000 to us commission means nothing, but to owner 20,000 is extra. So don't always focus on the benefit. Or make sure that we try to get the best, because we are not only closing one deal. If you really on this line, if you do something very good and you do some extra, they will always remember you and refer more business for you. Yeah. Don't take negotiation too personally and getting emotionally affected. So in fact, for such a negotiation, sometimes, they really come out and they I mean, they say certain word, you get, oh, yeah, it's okay lah. Then I don't. Then you just walk out, that kind of thing, because you really spoil your reputation. Yeah, always keep calm and patient, and don't get emotionally affected on whatever during the negotiation. If you are not very happy, if the owner want to scold him stupid or whatever, go outside after that, but not during the negotiation, because your reputation is not only they can see, they will just tell the other people, oh, this agent, better don't use them. Yeah, I mean, then your reputation is gone. Turning greedy when you are already getting a bigger advantage in the deal. Okay, this part is like, I will say, sometime you know that you already getting like 2%, okay, 2%, and you say, hey, wow, I get 2%, then I think I can push the buyer 1 million, I can push the buyer 1.2. So you will tell the owner, hey, no, I can get you only 1.1. What if I get 1.2? Can you give me the 100K for me or not? Yeah, something like that. So this is something like you are actually getting greedy. You know where you can get, but you just want to get some extra com. So don't be too greedy. But more important, I always, to me, my negotiation always at the interest of the seller. Sometimes I can even get extra com, but to me, it's more on the long term. It's a long-term business that I should get for the subsequent deal or referral, but not on this deal where I can get extra 30,000 or 40,000 from them. Yeah, you will just kill yourself, that's all, for the market, for them eventually. Okay, what was your last successful negotiation? Maybe later you can share, but for my case, just yesterday. Yeah, just yesterday. So really just align the so-called section purposely for me to do it today. So happened. Okay, so that
I know you were close, so I delay.
Yeah. So because yesterday I think really was I supposed to do a presentation yesterday for this negotiation, but I think so the timing. So fortunately yesterday afternoon I have a third viewing. So and finally the third viewing we closed. Yeah, and this is number 9 Mulberry Avenue. Maybe I share a little bit for this success. I'm actually the third agent to go in. I'm a third agent again through door knock. but we have with the help, of course, this SK for the external lister, and with the help from Willie initially when he's supposed to have a client, we have a client to go in. So I just go door knock to this owner, and the owner said, "Oh, I already have agent." I said, "Yeah, I have. I know. I know you are marketing your property, but I really have a serious buyer looking at this area only." Yeah. So he agreed to let me market, and then the best part is during our conversation, he just said that, and I said that, "Hey, but my buyer is coming to see tomorrow, but I don't know about your house. So I don't know how to present. So you think I can go and take a look?" So step by step. So after going, I said, "Oh, you think I can take some photo?" Okay, they go ahead. Then I think they are quite serious. So, but along the progress and marketing, I actually blend quite well with the mother, with the owner. Okay, and I would say most importantly is the updates of the viewing, to the owner, which the HLD culture that actually really emphasize very much. Okay, not only to our internally, okay, but I use this for this owner as well. I send to them the update because there are two agents. So every time my viewing, I'll send the update to the owner. Oh, this is what happened. So you will just exchange. Hey, why this buyer don't like? I say, oh, this one. So sometimes we at least you know that, oh, I'm working very hard for the house, and I propose slowly I gain trust from them. And the mother quite like me also. So after selling this, I'm going to help them to buy two houses, and they might have some shops for me to help them to sell as well. So this is the trust. Again, this is the trust, and more important is the closing. At the end of the day, I tell them, leave it to me. I will get the highest price, but let me control. Don't commit. Even the buyer requests to, actually yesterday the buyer requested to sit together to negotiate the price. Okay, with the owner. I said, but don't worry, I'll be with you. Just listen to this. Let me control the whole thing. You just listen to me. I will try to give you. I'll manage. Yeah. So finally, during the 1 hour negotiation, we managed to close a better price from what their last offer of 5.6. Although they cannot meet their 5.7 they want, but I said this is a very good price. One of the main tools that I use for this house, I would say a very strong bullet, is the live open house. That we are actually presenting on this Saturday. So I saw this buyer really interested, and they are pressing the price. I said, in fact, our live open house so far, we have done 3, 2 of them closed within 2 weeks. So if you don't offer close to the price, it's okay. We can just wait. After our live open house, I believe my price will be higher. So it's up to you. Yeah. So the buyer actually, we have a co-broke agent. Eventually, the buyer pulled me on the back of the backyard, talked to me personally. He said she liked the house. He want the price. I said, you just have to offer something higher. You just have to offer something higher. If not, it's okay, because I mean, the owner can wait. I can wait because we have a live open house. I'm very, very confident my live open house, we can close. We can close the price that maybe owner even want higher. Yeah, unless today you can really offer something higher. Yeah. Oh, so this is the story yesterday. My last closing for based on this negotiation, and that's the first one for this month, November. Okay, that's all for me. Yep.
Jason, sorry, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You say the live open house, right? But this negotiation is together with the sellers and buyers together.
Yep.
Then why did the sellers don't want to wait for the live open house to fetch a higher price?
Okay, in fact, you see, that is what actually we use. That's what our tactic. But I tell the owner, as long as you get something higher, okay, doesn't mean the open house. In fact, their price is quite high already. Based on the valuation, based on, even in fact, I did also advise them to do a actual valuation. We are ready for the, yesterday the valuer was supposed to come, then I pull back. I said, because we have a negotiation, but I talked to my valuer. I said, even they come down, the most they can value is only 5.5, 5.55, 5.5, 5.5 to 5.55. So actually I told the owner, prior to the third viewing, I told the owner, what if you can they can get something that very close to you, will you decide? They say, because they okay, for this case, I think they wanted to sell fast. I know what they want. They are actually they wanted to actually sell this house fast. So that's why their objective very clear. As long as the price is higher, because for open house, this is actually another tactic that we actually tell the buyer, not more on the seller. We are actually more on the buyer to push the buyer for that case. For this method, we are using that to push the buyer for a higher price, but not for the seller. Seller, we have to actually use another way to tell them, actually, yeah, we might be able to, but if the offer is very close to what you want, I would rather you take it, because we might actually, you might actually miss this boat, miss this one, then we have to wait for another one again. We do not know when.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Any more?
Agree with Cindric's answer to Jay. You have something, you close first. Don't wait.
Yeah.
For the, don't wait for the, it's a risk. We use that an advantage, because it will turn against you if after the open house, because let's say this buyer, okay, I wait until Saturday, Sunday. If Saturday, Sunday, nothing comes out, they can turn against you and press down the price. See, even with the open house, there's nobody offering higher than me, right? So always close.
Yep.
ASAP. Yeah. Any questions for Jason? Okay, if not, later during the break, y'all can ask. I just want to a few points just add on. Thanks, Jason, to share your vast experience. You can stop share first.
Okay.
You can see each other. Okay, just a few points on negotiation. I think is one of the toughest, most challenging, but yet most interesting topic, which I can tell you, you attend 10 more negotiation presentations, we always have new things to add. In fact, it's something that hopefully every time we do trainings, we refresh this, but I think a very good effort by Jason. But okay, few points to add, okay, just to take note from my own experience. Firstly, you must understand negotiation is one of the most important reason or value that they see in a landed agent, okay, in a landed agent, because a lot of clients, they don't want to get involved with this. All right, so it's something, it's one of the most important skills apart from marketing, which is the next part of our sharing. So this is very important. Yet don't be too overwhelmed by it, because like what Jason has mentioned, I like the examples. We negotiate every day. All right, we negotiate every day. So a lot of you, I think I mentioned in some of my previous talks as well. I find resale agents a lot the better at negotiation. For example, you don't think, okay, I've closed a landed house or not. Have you all closed rental deals? Hands up. Those who have closed rental deals, just hands up in the screen. Is it very easy? I tell you, rental deals can be more difficult. Can be more difficult than landed. Okay, if you're concerned about landed, I can tell you, I've done rentals can be more difficult than landed. So it's the same principle of small little things, but at least now you are negotiating for big things, right? Not $50 more for this repair, whatever. All these are negotiation, right? So don't be overwhelmed by it. Don't be too scared. It's a big topic. A lot of people think it's very scared, very overwhelming or scary. It's not. All right. So when you lose confidence, lack confidence, my advice to you, think of your past successes. Okay, you have negotiated certain things before and stuff like that. Not that difficult. Okay. And next important point is you must know why we need to talk to clients. Understand, important. You must know what is negotiable and what is not negotiable. All right. In landed, this is more so. What is negotiable and what is not negotiable? Not everything is negotiable. Right? Yesterday I gave some examples. You talk to developers, The price is this. You call up from the signboard. Can you start to negotiate my commission? Not negotiable. The price is set already. It's not for you. I don't care who you are. Okay, to tell me I should lower my asking price from 2,500 per square feet to 2,300. These are not negotiable. Don't shift your attention to that. This is very, very important. So why do we need to talk to clients and everything? It's for you to size up the situation. Negotiation, the more things you know, the better it is. Right? Size up what is negotiable. Some clients just test you and test you, talk about actually there are 3 things to negotiate. You keep talking about the 4th thing, which is not negotiable to them. Right? Don't talk about it. All right. Next thing is is that there are many types of application of negotiation. It's not just in closing, it's also in prospecting. A door knocking is a negotiation. All right. In terms of getting your exclusive, it is a negotiation, not just in closing. All right, not just in closing. Even asking for certain marketing things to be used, even negotiating for live open house to be shown, that is negotiation. You need to show what is good and bad. All right. Then one thing that I feel, next point that I always feel is the most important is the word called awareness. Awareness, self-awareness, mutual clients awareness, mutual awareness. All right. When you have awareness means you must be able to put yourself in client shoes. Always be able to put yourself in client shoes. Why did they say no? Why are they so tough on this? Why did they not agree on 2%? All right. Try to understand. When you understand, it's like, say, husband and wife, you all have arguments, all this. I always tell you the best example of negotiation is in the family. You negotiate every day with your children, with your spouses, right? So when you try to understand, you can then reach a mutual agreement. Okay, then it becomes less things. Next thing is, second last thing is learn from our closing sharing, very important. Right, closing sharing, Jason has shared, I asked him to share 2, he shared 4, very always generous of him. The more you share, you learn this mistake, because some are mistakes, some are learning. So this is one of the things that when we have meetings, division meetings, first agenda, previous month's closing, all right, previous 2 months closing, you learn from all the closers, what they went through. Then it stores inside. I use this every day. I look forward to this because I learn from them. I put it inside my head. I can apply this and I can even use as examples. Okay, I use Jason's Q Drive example a lot. I'm now very active in Q Drive. What he has gone through and stuff like that, he and Jennifer, it becomes information. And these are real life. You know, it takes a lot of pride when you say, Q sold this thing. I say, oh, do you know this sold by our team? That's sold by our team, you know? And then the story that comes behind, it's not just a statistic, all right? All these things, negotiation, these are experience best learned from, real life experience. And then the best way is for all of us. So I hope to hear from even the newcomers, right? Your experience, not just in closings, but in door knocking or this. We don't have an opportunity as a division. Hey, how was your door knocking experience? Our chat group will be, right? But in your region chat, well, just now I went door knocking, like, got this issue, then we learn. Okay, I want to use this, take this opportunity to inculcate or encourage the culture of sharing. The more we share, the more we learn. I cannot emphasize this enough. Okay, right? Then a second last thing, is negotiating for negotiation is all about power. All right, power, balance of power. Balance of power. The more powerful you have, upper hand, the better it is. So why do we, for example, I just use example as how do we build our power in terms of a negotiation for close or getting exclusive? Number one, all right, is our platforms. All right, our platforms, our strength, our USPs. Every USP that we build, it is building your power, because this is something that people don't have. All right. Next thing is on, let's say, getting power. Important to get exclusive. I like exclusive. It gives you the most power. It gives you the most power. If you want to magnify this or quantify this, it could be 10 times more powerful than open listing. Open listing, you spend more money and you run down, you cannot control. Because power is linked to control. When you have exclusive, you have control. When you have control, you are in a very good position to negotiate for the best outcome. Okay, not just for yourself, but for the client as well. All right, and it's very fun. Those who like last but not least, okay, we have a lot of rules and regulations, terms within us. Okay, the main purpose is so that we want to minimize, if not totally avoid, negotiation within HLD. All right, negotiation within HLD on our standard. Don't go like just now the Mulberry. If I have a buyer, straightforward. I don't even have to ask, what if Jason, if I have a 5.7, can you give me 1%? No, please. Okay, it's 0.5, it's 0.5. One day it is your turn. You are the lister. You don't want a 5% bring you buyers, 5% negotiate you the terms. for instance. So leave the negotiation, your energy to outsiders. Internally, that's what the rules and regulations for. All right. Are there room for negotiation? Sorry, room for exceptions? There are, but they are exceptions. Okay, they are exceptions. Otherwise, follow our guidelines. Okay. Because you are new, I don't want you all to come in and start to, hey, everything want to challenge. Hey, 2%, heard this one, can I have 1%? Okay. Likewise, if any seniors come to you, oh, sorry, try to bully you. Hey, you don't, sorry, Jacqueline's my friend. This one, I heard you got 2%, can I have 1%? Then no, we follow the system 0.5, straightforward. That's it. Okay. All right. So it makes things a lot more efficient. All right. Thanks. And I think this is all for negotiation. We can take just another 2 minutes. So I don't know why I keep going on to go toilet. 2 minutes, go toilet. We'll come back. We have about 1.5 hours to finish 3 more topics, which usually was 6 hours. Okay. So
can I share something last one?
Yes. Yeah.
One, okay. Basically, for this mulberry, even though it's what you call, I'm not the exclusive, I still go ahead with the what you call live open house. So it costs us so much, okay? But that's the challenge. Not only we wanted to actually market, but I mean, eventually it might not be sold by us. That is too bad. But more important, live open house help us for the exposure and reaching not only to buyer but to owner. So this one will help you to actually get more listing. Second thing, actually, with this live open house, actually I negotiated with the owner for exclusive. So he gave a certain reason, oh, because of this, because of that. The other one was the father friend, the other one was the mother friend. I said, okay, I respect. Then, but anyway, I will discuss with my management. I will still proceed as usual. So, but that is the trust. So from there, we slowly, I slowly gain trust, slowly gain their confidence, and show them the hard work. And with that, they actually protect me. In fact, this agent wanted to go through another agent with a lower price. I just shared the owner. So the owner said, don't worry, Jason, I'm with you. Yeah, this is something that we wanted to hear from the owner eventually. Thanks.
Yep. Good points, huh? Like what James said, you are the you're the oldest godson to a lot of people. Right. How he managed to engage and everything is amazing. I'm learning from Jason and the rest of the DIC all the time. Okay, take a 2 minutes break. We'll come back.
Okay, thank you.
So and yeah, stop video. Okay, is everyone back? All back? Anyone has any questions to regards to negotiation before we start or resume? No one's back yet. I'm talking to myself. Wait, I see
Yep.
Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Attendance here is better lah. Zoom is better than going down. All of you don't show face. Wait, let me just see where you are. Any questions so far? Is Jaden here? Jaden, are you here?
Yo, battery bola.
Ready up? Let's start or resume. Okay, now we finally go to day 4. Finally, okay. So day 4 and 5. Oops, sorry, just give me a second. Let me just do the recording first.